Hi, welcome back to welcome back to my channel. I still can't talk. Hi, my name is Angel Shantae. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you, first of all, for coming back and keeping me company. But today I'm going to do a Halloween look. Please just don't mind the wig. I'm going to fix that up. Okay? But, I guess since, it's Halloween, it's scary, rah, I'm going to do, the Halloween look. And then while I'm doing my makeup, I'm going to tell you guys a scary story. A true scary story about me. So, I'll just start from the beginning. I'm not going to say any names in this because it's some stuff that transpired before the scary stuff that happened to me. I guess you can say that. But my uncle, maybe a couple years ago, he died in a car crash. I don't know if he was drunk or whatever, but later on in the news, it was just saying that it was kind of like a suicide. I know he killed 2 people and messed up maybe 11 cars, crashed into 11 other cars. The day of his funeral, I didn't go because, for one, I hate funerals. Okay. And I just don't do them. I don't like looking at people in caskets and things like that. I stayed home with my dog and everybody else in my household went. So, basically, me and my doggy was just chilling in my room. I had the door closed. I always close the door, whether I'm at home alone or if I'm with someone. It doesn't matter. I always close my room door. It's just something that I've always done. And my dad, he had like a way of us knowing that he was home, which is like he'll come home and like drop his keys on the washer machine. Like I heard, a drop of keys on the dryer and I'm like, oh, they must be home from the funeral. So I'm like, Dad, how was the funeral? I'm like yelling out, trying to like get a response. If you hear a baby crying, that's my baby in the background. She's fine. She's 1. She's just spoiled. When I didn't get an answer, I went to my grandma and I'm like, Grandma, because she went to. I'm like, Grandma, how did everything go? And I still didn't get an answer. It was nothing. It was just quiet. So I'm just like, what the heck? So I heard my grandmother's footsteps going back and forth in the hallway. Like, it sounded like her shoes were too big for her. And that's usually sometimes how she'll sound, like she's dragging her feet. Like the back of her feet is like dragging against the floor. And I thought it was her in my mind. I mean, it just didn't register, your grandma's not going to be wearing those shoes because she went to a funeral. My room is next to her room and the bathroom. So I'm thinking she's going back and forth from her room to the bathroom. I'm like, why? And like, well, actually it walked past whatever it was. It walked past my door back and forth. Maybe 3 times, and then it sounded like it went into her room and went into the bathroom. So that's why I'm thinking she's like getting undressed. Like I kind of got annoyed because no one's answering me. So I'm like, hello, how was the funeral? And when I said that, it was like this really groggy voice. It was like really loud and raspy. It was like a really groggy voice that like yelled back out at me, and it was like, like literally, I kid you not, I swear to goodness on everything I love, like this thing just yelled back at me like with a raspy, irritated voice, like, and I'm just like, what the fudge was that? And my dog, he heard it too. I know he heard it because he reacted as well. Like he started barking. Right after that happened, I just automatically knew what it was. So I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like scared. But a part of me was still kind of like in denial. So I called my dad and I was like, Dad, you know, did you guys come home? And he's like, no, we did not. And I'm like, oh my God, like there's something, I hear something in the house. And he's just like, just go check it out and see, you know, if anybody's in there, did anybody come over? And I'm like, no, nobody came over. It's just me and Scrappy. And I just told him what happened. I told him the story and he's just like, not believing me. And then my brother's in the background laughing. I can hear him laughing, like cracking up laughing at me. And I'm just like, I'm serious, guys, something is not right. Something is in this house and it is yelling and groveling at me. So long story short, I was dating this guy or whatever at the time, and I called him and I'm like, listen bruh, I'm coming over. I got my bag and my purse and everything, and I'm just like, I have a plan. I'm just gonna shoot out the room. I'm gonna let the dog out first. Right? You know, I'm gonna let the dog out first and let him sniff around and see if he see anything. And then after that, I'm just gonna jet out this door and go. So as soon as I opened the door, he was ready. Like, he was ready to jet out because he already knew something was out there, and he was just like, ping. And he, you know, goes around the house like I knew he would. And I already had my purse and everything together before I even opened the door. I jet out that door. I locked the door. And I got in my car. I took my dog with me. And we went to the guy's house that I was dating at the time. And my dad comes home. And he calls me. And I'm like, yeah, dude, there was definitely something in that house, and I wasn't going to be there with it. So I left and I went to such and such house. And like, my dad and my brother just continued to laugh. Like, my brother was laughing his butt off, and he was just like, I know something actually really had to happen because she took the dog with her. And I'm like, yes, I sure did. I wasn't leaving my dog in there by himself with whatever the heck is going on. But anyways, yes, that's my crazy story about whatever happened to me, whatever I encountered. Now, I've encountered some, like, really weird, crazy stuff. Like, I have stories. But that one, like I said, it just stuck out to me because it was just unbelievable. And I've never had I've never had anything from the other side or from the spiritual realm, whatever you want to call it, actually speak out to me and speak out. And for it to say it and to speak out to me in that manner, it just freaked me out. Anyways, I'm gonna mix these two. It's Bare Minerals and Born This Way. Now, I've never mixed before, but I'm just gonna go ahead and try it out and see what it looks like. I'm using my nudes again. I still can't figure out what brand this is or who made it or what it's by, but yeah, I use it a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and dab on that black one there. This I got this from the Halloween store. It's called Spirit Double Eyeliner. I'm gonna go ahead and draw over my eyes with this. The eyebrows. Oh God, that's gonna be hard. Sorry guys, I had to use the bathroom. Alright, so I got my eyelashes on. That and contour like my nose a little bit, maybe. Now this is LA Colors Illuminating Powder. I'm just gonna go over my lips with it. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of this like under my cheek area. This is Rimmel London. This is this 16-hour stay. I'm just gonna dab just a little bit of that on my lips. I'm gonna use, I got this from Claire's. Alright guys, so I'm going to brush my hair and just kind of touch up my makeup a little bit more, and then I'll let you guys see the final look. Stay tuned. So, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next week. If you guys have any ideas or advice for next week or whatever, just leave me in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next weekend. Thank you for watching.